couple meetings ago, I don't think it was the last meeting, maybe the meeting before, we had discussed adding public comment to our meetings, and staff has sent a recommendation that we shouldn't really do that unless it's in our procedures and procedures and policies. And I was a little hung up, because I couldn't find the procedures and policies, but that's because my file was called bylaws, so I thought it was two separate things, but it is just procedures and policies. The thing that I can't find is, and the implication was, that we never voted to officially approve these procedures.
Because it was probably 40 years ago.
No, it was
No.
April of 2019, to be exact. So regarding having public comment in our meeting, the only paragraph in this whole procedure that refers to meetings, refers to meeting schedule. It says the commission shall meet regularly twice a month or more often as depending on the workload. After the election of officers, the commission shall decide on a place and time for regular meetings and publicize that information in the, in the something. Let me see. In the commission section of the Town of Londonderry website, any change during the year likewise shall be publicized. Then it goes on to meeting minutes, review and release of non-public. I am not clear on, do we need to specifically have an agenda policy? If so, I am proposing or throwing out for discussion to just say meeting agenda shall be at the discretion of the chair. I don't know if we have to get specific and detailed. It would
Well-
seem not a prudent thing to do, because then every time we want to change we have to rewrite our procedures.
Except that, if I understand right, what got us into this was public comment, right? I mean,
Correct, and I remember having a discussion about public comment a year and a half ago, and somewhere in something, it said that it was at the discretion of the chair, so we kind of just said, okay, we're fine, we're good. And then we didn't really add the public comment, we just said that I could call on anybody, anytime that somebody wanted to speak. And it was mentioned to me that people in the public don't see public comment on our agenda, so they don't come to the meeting and try and speak because they think they can't.
right, right.
So to have it on the agenda would perhaps spur more input.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see us falling into a trap if we add that part into the procedures. In other words, certainly maintain your freedom to structure the agenda however you want. But if we just include in our procedures the statement that public comment will be invited at the beginning and end of each meeting, and then,
Would you say will or can?
I would say will.
Okay.
I mean, that's in line with, the town's effort to try to be as transparent as possible.
I agree with that.
If there's, I still, somewhere in there, I think there's something about the chair having discretion as to, how long a person can talk or how often a person can talk.
It's not in ours. And I had, when I was thinking this through, at first I said, any public comment shall endeavor to follow the model rules and procedures of the town council. Well, then I was informed that the town council never approved their procedures, so. So, that,
Well, we,
that I can't, there's no point in following something that doesn't.
Hasn't been approved.
Do we have searchable, are the minutes that are available to us somehow, are they searchable? Did you go in the past?
Our minutes or
What's well, there's. our minutes.
conscom minutes?
Any minutes that are the actual leftover minutes we have of all meetings. I mean, Jay used to be able to go into the minutes, and you gave her a concept, and it would come right out of the minutes. And
I
at the
don't know
time
how she did that.
Yeah, it's word search.
Do you know? Can we
So-
search topics in minutes?
it's just a Word document, so
Yeah, you
can
just put
search.
concepts.
Can you search multiple minutes at a time, though? Can
no, I mean, you have to open up each one.
Yeah.
But if you put in, would you, if you put in public comment, would it pull up everybody's public comment, or could we exclusively look for conservation public comment?
Well, no, you'd have to go to the conservation minutes, forget everybody else's
Yeah,
concepts.
but if you're
You
on
would
that
then go-
page,
Then you would go to the year you want, or if you were really lucky and remembered approximately when it was, you'd put the ones up. But I search all the time, because I'm always losing things, and there's certain things that, no, but I have so many files on certain topics. I type in the name of a moss, and I'll get multiple files, and many things come back to me. So I think if you stayed with the year, start with the year 19, and do our minutes, and put a word in or two.
well,
Yeah.
to look for whether or not we approved our procedures?
It should, well, if you're saying procedures, then you may get a few oddball things, but it should come
Because
back
I
to the-
did try searching for procedures, and I got, like, our camping policy, our gun
Sounds
shooting
to me like we
policy.
didn't do it. That's what it
But,
sounds
but
like.
I think what you're referring to is the ability to search multiple files, but you're only searching file names.
No, I get words out of some files
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
a word that's in the context will
Yeah,
pop,
Of
will
content? Oh, yeah.
bring that up, that you can click on it and then read to see if
Read
it
that.
contains
Okay.
information you're searching.
And sometimes it's highlighted, it's like,
Um,
Well,
So,
I'm very,
But, I mean, if we vote on a new set of procedures, which it sounds like we're gonna at least modify what's in your hands there.
right,
and
which
then
is
we vote
gonna
on
have to
it.
be voted on
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, whatever we did in the past is gonna be
Doesn't matter.
superseded by our most current
Right.
thing. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't agonize over searching the archives. All we gotta do is make the procedures read the way we want them to read and then approve it. But I think it would be worthwhile, in addition to saying, the chair will solicit public comment at the beginning and end of each meeting, and then add words to the effect that the chair will modify public comment to ensure, I don't know, the meeting runs smoothly, or, find some words. Kelly may have some words. she
Well,
wants to-
yeah, this needs to be run by staff for blessing before
Yeah,
we can make
right,
any
right.
changes.
Well, may I ask her to draft it up, knowing what our intent is?
All right, so public comment will be available at the beginning and end of each meeting,
I would say it would be, would be invited.
okay? Yeah,
And then I would add another paragraph that said, public comment will be moderated by the chair.
yeah, that's good. So then, does that mean what would we choose to put on our agenda?
Just public comment, beginning and end of each one.
would you want, and this is premature, I'm sure, public comment before presenters? Or allow,
No, at the very beginning and the very end,
okay, so
And
before
the-
presenters, so we're gonna
Right.
make them wait,
right.
okay?
But also, is there a way to say somewhere can be accepted? I mean, you're gonna moderate this, and if it's so off, I don't know, at some point we discussed it was so off topic that it didn't belong at the beginning, say.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why she can monitor, or what did I
Well-
say? What-
Moderate.
Moderate the public comment. I mean, she can tell somebody, look, you're way off base, you need to talk to the zoning board about this, or, whatever the case might be.
Okay, according to Robert's rules,
Which we don't follow.
but it gives us a little help. They're suggesting that public comment creates a limited or designated public forum. This means comments may only be limited by neutral time, place, and manner restriction, most particularly both positive and negative comments about the subject at hand.
But
But
we
that's
want.
not really.
No, that's what, we also want to offer people the opportunity.
To bring anything up.
Bring anything up, and,
Right, yeah, exactly. I mean, and you still, it's just all in your discretion as chair to,
Well, see, I want to leave it as open as I can,
right,
non-restrictive, that
yeah,
it can
just,
be
if we just,
managed as it evolves. Because it will evolve.
I mean, I don't think we're as controversial as some.
No, I'm just saying, like, as
I mean,
people,
nothing that we're talking about prevents you, like, somebody listens to the technology park thing and has an important thing to say and raises his hand and says, will you take up
Right.
my comment? And you say, yes, please
right, which is
share with us.
what we do now.
Which is
Yeah,
what I do.
right, yeah, nothing.
The general public doesn't know they can do that.
Right, but they still have that, now they will know, if they look at the agenda, that they have the chance to speak
Mhm.
at the beginning and the end.
Okay,
Which
so,
accords exactly with that town hall or town meeting
Mm.
warrant article.
public comment will be invited at the beginning and end of each meeting. Public comment will be moderated by the chair.
Yep.
Does that work?
Sounds good, yeah.
All right,
Run that up by the staff.
will do.